Hi guys! Today I'm going to do my TBR video, and this is going to be split into two parts simply because I think it'll be too long otherwise. So in this part I'm going to be showing you the books kindly given to me by Caitlin at Kitty G. I link her channel down below. Books that I was given in subscription boxes, as well as books that I bought on two separate outings in London. So Caitlin allowed me to borrow two of her books. One which is Gemina, which I've already read and I gave 4 stars, and The Closed and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. This is the companion novel to The Long Way to a Small and Angry Planet. I'm currently 55 pages in, not very far, but I'm enjoying it, so hopefully this will be a 4 to 5 stars for me. She also gave me 2 of her books. One because she didn't think that she would read it, and the other because she had 2 copies. So the one that she had 2 copies of was The Waking Fire by Anthony Ryan. So she's got a review of it, and if you want to know that, I'll also link that video down below. This is about where people get powers from drinking dragon's blood. And it follows 3 characters, I think. Yeah. And it just follows them as they deal with this world. And I think dragons are going extinct, and so it's very hard to find dragon's blood. So everyone's not losing powers, but they can't get any powers. So that's one of them. And the second one is Frostblood by Ely Blake. This is a arc. I think this comes out in January, the 12th of January 2017. It's about 2 kinds of people, I think. One's called Frostblood and the other one's Fireblood, and they just don't like each other. Okay. So those are those 2 books. Second part of this video is books that I received in subscription boxes. So one of them I received in the Owl Crate box, and it was the July box royalty, and that was My Lady Jane. It's by Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton and Jodie Meadows. I haven't read any of these authors, but I've heard that it's pretty good. It's a young adult novel about Lady Jane, who I think she was supposed to marry Edward, who was Henry VIII's son who died. And it's an alternative version of that. And it's got something to do with a man that turns into a horse, or a horse that turns into a man, so I'm pretty confused about that, so I'm ready to read it. 2, 3, 4, 5 books was from Book and Tea, which is a subscription box I received for Christmas from my parents. I'll leave their link down on the bottom. So the May book is The Incorruptibles by John Horner Jacobs. I have no idea about this book. Says, in the contested territories at the edge of the Empire, a boat is making its laborious way upriver. Riding along the banks are the mercenaries hired to protect it from raiders, bandits, and most of all stretchers, the elf-like natives who kill any intruders into their lands. The mercenaries know this is dangerous, deadly work, but it is what they do. In the boat, a drunk governor and his sons and daughters make merry. They believe that their status makes them untouchable. They are wrong. And with them is a mysterious, beautiful young woman, key to peace between warring nations and survival for the Empire. When the callow mercenary saves the life of the governor on an ill-fated hunting party, the 2 groups are thrown together. For Fisk and Shu, 2 tough, honourable mercenaries surrounded by corruption, who know they can always and only rely on each other, the young companion appears to be playing with fire. The nobles have the power, and getting involved with them is always risky. But no matter how untouchable, powerful, or deadly you may be, no matter how important your mission, the Stretchers have other plans. So, it also has a quote from Mark Lawrence, who wrote the Prince of Thorns series, which I haven't read yet, and it's called An Exceptionally Well-Written Book. That's what it said on the page. So, hopefully I like it. The June box is The Silk Tree by Julian Stockwin. It says at the front, an epic adventure to unravel China's most guarded secret. It is set in AD 549 and follows two people travelling around, seems like, Asia, to make money-making schemes, and things get in their way, as they do. So that's the June book. The July book is The Carnival of Shadows by R.J. Elroy. This is when a murder is found on the outskirts of a circus. So a detective is brought in to investigate. And that's all this seems to be. Yeah. So that's Carnival of Shadows. August book was All Together Now by Jill Hornby, just about a small community that's in a choir and all the things that they get up to in the choir. So that was August box. And finally, this month's box, September, was The Fair Fight by Anna Freeman. This is about a wife and a mistress of a guy coming together and the things that they get up to. Whether that be good or bad, I don't know. Probably bad, considering the front cover of the book. And finally, the last books I will show you are books that I bought on the two outings of London that I got up to. So the first outing, I won a competition for free tickets to the Penguins Careers 360 event, and I bought 4 books. One I won't show you because I have no idea where it is, but it's not really a book, it's more of an advisory, what to do with your CV and how to get a job and stuff, so I won't show you that. The other 3 are The Glass Wall by Sue Unerman and Catherine Jacob. This is a book about the barriers that women face in careers, which I really want to read because, in my belief, there is an invisible barrier between men and women in careers. And that hopefully will change in the future. Second book was Do Less, Get More by Shar Wasmond. Sorry if I screwed up your name. It's guilt-free ways to make time for the things you have to create a balance between work and social life. So I think that would help me quite a lot. Third book was The Mind Management by Professor Steve Peters, and just about how your mind works and how to conquer your mind to make it better. Another book, actually, I forgot to bring out is a graphic novel, which was Monstrous, Volume 1, Awakening, by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. I was recommended this by Caitlin, and I haven't read it yet. Looks good though, I've heard great things. So that's that. And the second outing is when Caitlin and I went to Blanks Fest, where we met up with Bradley Bolio and Scott Lynch and Joe Abercrombie and authors such as that. We also met up with Eleanor from MaddyReads books. I'll tag her down below. And the first book I got was 12 Kings by Bradley Bolio. I've heard amazing things and I just can't wait to read it. And I got it signed. So look, oh my god, look at that signature, it's amazing. And he also said, Maddie, so great meeting you in London, Brad. He was very nice, liked him very much. And the second book I got was on the same day but went to Oxfam, the charity shop, and I got this, False Hearts by Laura Lamb. This is about twin girls who were conjoined, a cult which didn't allow modern medicine, so they had to be conjoined, for the rest of their life. But they escaped it to become separate, and then now one of the twins has been arrested for murder, and the government is asking the other twin to pretend to be the other twin that's murdered another person, and rat out a drugs group. And in the drugs group, there's links to the cult that they were born in, and so the old life comes back to haunt them. And yeah, hope to read this soon. So that's all the books in this video. I'll put up the second part very soon. So see you next time. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe down below. Bye.